What happens to your body when you have kidney disease? You drink a few glasses of water today and barely think about it. Inside you, your kidneys quietly filter around 180 liters of fluid in 24 hours. Yet you only pee out about 2 liters. The rest is recycled and rebalanced. These organs are not simple strainers sitting in your back. They are chemical control centers. They recycle about 99% of the water that passes through them. They also recycle proteins, nutrients, and hormones, instead of just throwing them away. They help control blood pressure, fluid volume, and the acidity of your blood. They convert vitamin D into its active form so your bones stay strong. They remove drugs and toxins that would otherwise build up quietly and harm other tissues. Each kidney contains about 1 to 1.5 million microscopic filters called nephrons. Every nephron filters blood, reabsorbs what you need, and lets waste flow out as urine. When these nephrons are healthy, you feel nothing. Everything just works in the background. When they start to die, you often still feel nothing for many years. That is the dangerous part. Kidney disease is usually quiet until it becomes advanced. Over time, you naturally lose some nephrons with age. That is normal. But diabetes, high blood pressure, and chronic inflammation can accelerate that loss dramatically. As nephrons are lost, the remaining ones must work harder to compensate. They filter more blood, handle more toxins, and maintain balance with less reserve. Eventually, they can no longer keep up, and filtration slowly declines. Waste products start to accumulate. Fluid balance becomes harder to control. But you may still not notice obvious symptoms at this stage. The number one cause of kidney failure worldwide today is diabetes. High blood sugar over years slowly poisons the delicate structures inside each nephron. Glucose sticks to proteins in a process called glycation. These sticky reactions create advanced glycation end products, often shortened as AGEs. AGEs make filters stiff, thick, and gunked with damaged proteins. Blood vessels that feed the nephron also become scarred and narrowed. Bit by bit, the filter loses its ability to separate waste from valuable substances. One of the first things that goes wrong is protein handling. Healthy kidneys keep almost all protein in your blood. They allow water and small molecules through, then pull useful things back. When the filter is damaged, protein starts leaking into the urine. You might notice foamy or bubbly urine in the toilet bowl. At the same time, your blood loses protein, especially albumin. Albumin helps keep fluid inside blood vessels using osmotic pressure. When albumin drops, fluid escapes into the surrounding tissues more easily. Your body begins to swell, a condition doctors call edema. You may see puffiness around your eyes in the morning. Your socks may leave deep marks around your ankles by evening. Your rings may feel tight, your shoes uncomfortable, your legs heavy. Here is the problem. This process often develops over roughly 10 years. You might not connect today's swelling with habits from a decade ago. That delay makes kidney disease feel random or mysterious when it is often predictable. One of the earliest signs many people ignore is nocturia. Nocturia means waking up at night to urinate, often several times. You fall asleep, then find yourself getting up again and again to pee. You blame age, stress, or drinking water too late. Sometimes those factors matter, but frequent nightly urination is also a kidney red flag. It is especially important if you also have diabetes, prediabetes, or high blood pressure. Diabetes does not only affect blood sugar on a lab report, it damages 4 main areas over time: kidneys, eyes, nerves, and arteries. High glucose and AGEs injure tiny blood vessels that feed these tissues. Insulin resistance often exists for years before diabetes is officially diagnosed. You may have normal fasting glucose, yet high insulin pushing hard in the background. There are tests that estimate insulin resistance like HOMA-IR long before full diabetes. So by the time sugar numbers look borderline, the kidneys may already be stressed. Conventional care often focuses on managing blood sugar and complications with medications. Diuretics manage fluid retention. Blood pressure pills manage hypertension. Statins manage cholesterol numbers. Metformin and insulin manage high glucose by moving sugar out of the blood. But that sugar does not vanish. It is stored in the liver, fat cells, and organs. If you keep eating large amounts of carbohydrates, you keep refilling the system. Medications can be life-saving, but they cannot cancel constant dietary overload. So the question becomes this: are you only managing numbers or addressing root causes? Lowering sugar and refined carbohydrates is one of the most powerful protections for kidneys. For many people, a lower carbohydrate or ketogenic pattern can help reduce blood sugar. Intermittent fasting can lower insulin levels and improve insulin sensitivity over time. One practical pattern is 1.5 meals per day. You eat a main meal around midday with good protein and healthy fat. Later, you eat a smaller half meal, mainly a large salad and vegetables. This creates a long fasting window overnight and into the morning. During these fasting hours, insulin can fall and kidneys experience less metabolic pressure. That big salad is more than fiber and low calories. Leafy greens and colorful vegetables are packed with phytonutrients, protective plant compounds. Phytonutrients act as antioxidants and may protect kidney tissues from high glucose damage. They help neutralize oxidative stress and support the health of tiny blood vessels. Vegetables also provide magnesium, vitamin C, and potassium, all important for kidney function. However, in advanced kidney disease, potassium from food can be dangerous. People with later-stage kidney problems must follow their doctor's diet instructions closely. Imagine two people with the same diabetic numbers on paper. One eats few vegetables and almost no phytonutrients. The other eats large salads and many plant compounds every day. Both still have diabetes, but research suggests their complication risks are different. The person with more phytonutrients may have less kidney and nerve damage. There are also supportive compounds that may help reduce damage from high sugar. Benfotiamine is a fat-soluble form of vitamin B1. It has been shown to help reduce glycation and oxidative stress in diabetic tissues. It is often used for peripheral neuropathy and may also support diabetic kidney protection. Alpha-lipoic acid is another antioxidant studied in diabetes complications. It can help reduce oxidative stress and improve nerve symptoms in some patients. Turmeric, especially its active component, curcumin, has strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It may help reduce markers of inflammation and support kidneys under metabolic stress. These are tools, not cures, and they interact with medications. Always talk to your healthcare provider before adding supplements, especially with diabetes or kidney disease. If you already have known kidney problems, extra care is essential. Advanced chronic kidney disease requires individualized advice on protein, potassium, phosphorus, and fluid. Even healthy changes like fasting or high vegetable intake can be risky without guidance. Never stop prescribed medications or change diet radically without discussing it with your doctor. So what signs should never be ignored or brushed off as age? Waking to urinate multiple times every night for weeks or months. New or persistent swelling in your ankles, legs, face, or hands. Foamy or bubbly urine, especially if lab tests confirm protein in the urine. High blood pressure that remains hard to control despite medications and lifestyle efforts. Long-standing diabetes or prediabetes, especially with poor blood sugar control. If you recognize yourself in several of these, please speak with a doctor. Ask directly about kidney function, not only blood sugar and cholesterol. Basic tests like creatinine, estimated GFR, and urine protein can reveal early problems. The earlier kidney stress is found, the more can often be done to slow progression. Prevention for kidney disease is not one dramatic act. It is many small decisions. Choosing fewer sugary drinks and processed carbs reduces constant blood sugar spikes. Using intermittent fasting carefully can help lower insulin over the long term. Building your plate around vegetables, healthy fats, and quality protein protects your filters. Medications and lifestyle are not enemies. They can work together to protect nephrons. The goal is simple. Keep as many nephrons alive and healthy as possible. Your kidneys are silent workers. They rarely complain until they are truly overwhelmed. Recognizing their early whispers is an act of respect for your own body. What you eat today is a message to the filter you will depend on later. You cannot change 10 years of past choices, but you can change the next 10. You can lower sugar, increase phytonutrients, and work with your doctor, not against them. You can ask better questions and look beyond simple number management. If this explanation helped you see kidney disease more clearly, treat that understanding seriously. Do not wait for crisis-level symptoms before you act. Start with small changes now. Talk with your healthcare professional about kidney tests, diet, and blood sugar control. Share this video with someone who has diabetes, nocturia, or unexplained swelling. And if you want more calm science-based guides like this, you can subscribe my channel. Your kidneys are working for you every minute. Give them the protection they deserve.